Hey Pisces, welcome to your weekly forecast from the Gasmic Tarot. This is a general reading, love, money, career for the period beginning the 14th of December. Because it is a general reading, may not resonate with all of you. So, you might want to take a look at your forecast for your moon sign, your rising sign as well. If it does resonate with you, throw a comment below. Let's get started. So thanks again for liking and subscribing to the channel so YouTube can find me. New channel. Appreciate that. Okay. All right. If this is the first time you visited, know that I do channel messages from the many spirit guides in my space. I've also been getting some of your guides coming in, which I find fascinating. So I'm getting some of your guides coming in and they're doing whatever they can in order to get my attention. So that's lovely, isn't it? Some things you just can't unsee. That's all I gotta say. All right, so for Pisces, for the period beginning the 14th of December, Spirit, what do we have for our lovely Pisces? All right. You got the Five of Swords, and we've got the Knight of Swords. The Page of Cups upside down. Okay, reversed. Ten of Rods. Page of Rods. Nine of Rods. Wow. It's a rods kind of week here, looks like, huh? Sorry. I am drinking my macchiato. If anybody wants the recipe for the best macchiato with the little under $100 espresso machine, throw a comment below. I'll be more than happy to share that information with you. All right. So what we have the Five of Swords. Now, the Five of Swords is, it's like, and you can interpret this a couple of ways, but somebody not playing fair with you, some tension or conflict, somebody making you feel bad. So this week or this period, it starts out with somebody making you feel bad or some kind of tension, some kind of conflict. And I think that, and there's, this is like roller coaster drama. I wouldn't say it's roller coaster drama. For you this week, what I'm getting is you've got some kind of situation. Everything isn't perfect. And you know what happens when it's not perfect and it doesn't go the way we think it's going to go. That's when Pisces and most people, not just us, but most people kind of go off the deep end and then we overreact. So I think there's a little bit of overreaction to the situation here this week, the beginning. And it's causing us some frustration. So the Page of Cups is in reverse is about being frustrated over a situation, being overly emotional. But what I'm getting is the reason why we might be a little overly emotional is because we're just taking on too much. We're overwhelmed. Too much on our plate. Okay? So what I'm getting from some of the guides is, okay, well, so the picture I get is somebody going and throwing the bundle of sticks to the side. All right? And then somebody's breathing on me right now. Hold on a second. That doesn't give me a message, by the way. Breathing on me is interesting. Okay. All right. So what I'm getting is, thanks, by the way, from the spirit realm here. In order to get these off your chest, off your plate, why don't you prioritize all of the stuff? Doesn't all have to be done at once. Okay? As far as the situation with this person that's going on, before you react, open your mouth with no filter. Please take a moment to think about, in the grand scheme of things, really what's the motivation here for this? What is it really that big of a deal? All right? And if you do that, what you have here is you got the Page of Rods, you've got blue skies, communications, intuition, analytical intelligence, okay? Bearer of good news. Blocks being lifted as you're moving forward in the situation, okay? Does that make sense? Hopefully to you, Pisces. And really, okay, it's about moving forward, navigation, victory in the situation itself. Some of you may have had delays because you have to go and do some travel this week or in the coming weeks. You're trying to make travel plans for the upcoming holiday. And there's been some kind of snafu, is what I'm getting from somebody, a snafu. And it's frustrating the bejeez out of you. And just take a breath. Things will work out. So there's also something I have to... somebody's reminding me. So when something doesn't go the way I think it should go, what I do is I just throw it up and I say, I'm sure something wonderful will happen, guys. Whoever the guys are, it could be Father, Son, Holy Spirit. It could be the Mac Daddy energy force of the universe. I do not judge. But I'm going, hey, guys, I'm sure something amazing will come of this, more wondrous than I could possibly imagine. And I try to let go of any of that negative emotion, because emotion, energy, emotion, I'm just going to send out and I'm going to get back the same uneasy feelings that I started with. So we're not going to do that. So if you can let go of this and look at it from, I'm sure this will all work out in a way that's more wondrous than I could possibly imagine, then everything will work out. For those of you who are traveling, I have to share this travel story. So I was volunteering in Brazil, and I was coming back, and I had one of those free points tickets. It was for coach. It was in the middle. It was in the middle to back of the plane. I get on the plane. It was Air Canada, actually. It was really weird. I had to go fly from Brazil to Canada back to the States because it was like a points ticket, and you do whatever you can to go and travel for the smallest points. So I get on the plane, and someone's sitting in my seat, and I said, excuse me, but this is my seat. And thank goodness this person spoke English, and they said, no, my seat. And we both had the same, I don't know how it happened, but we both had the same seat number. Called the stewardess over. She took our tickets, and she brought me up to the front of the plane, over into the waiting vestibule area, as she went to the master steward or whatever, whoever the head stewardess was on the flight attendant was on the plane. Back then they called them stewardesses. And they called the desk person came, and she said to me, I'm really sorry, but there seems to be a mishap, something, and you have to go out to the waiting room. We're gonna escort you off the plane, but we're gonna try to find a seat for you because we're pretty booked. Instead of getting angry, I said, and I touched her arm, and I said, I'm sure it's not your fault. I'm sure something amazing is going to happen. And I just left the plane. I sat in the waiting area, and instead of concentrating on that, I concentrated on an actual American cheeseburger, because I hadn't had one during that whole volunteer situation. No offense, but Americans, we do know how to make the good burger. Anyway, about 20, 30 minutes later, there's nobody left in the boarding area except me. They called me up. They said, we found you a seat. I didn't argue. I jumped on got into the plane, last one to be boarded. They gave me seat 1A. I was in a pod. All, I believe, because I didn't overreact. I hope this helps you, Pisces, because that story I will never forget. And I have tons of stories like that. When you don't overreact to the situation and drama, that's when the good stuff comes in. Throw it up to the universe. I'm sure something amazing will happen, more wondrous than I could possibly imagine. And stay in a positive emotion. Okay? Everything is for your greatest good, no matter what it is. All right. So back to the Chariot. By the way, travel. Maybe for some of you are moving. Maybe you guys are doing moving plans and it's causing you a little bit of drama and overwhelmed as you're trying to get everything done in Christmas and everybody else and everybody happy. Okay? We have progress in the work front. We have progress in the relationship front. For those of you who are in committed relationships. For those of you who are looking for a relationship, Spirit has a message for you. Write your list of what you want. Make it all a positive. Then work on you so you can be the matching god or goddess to the person. Do that now. This is a good time to do that. All right? And put that list away. The universe doesn't want to hear, are we there yet? Okay. All right. Hey, guys. Let us see what this card is. Oh, my gosh. All right. So what do we have here? We have Horus. And Horus is saying you're seeing the situation accurately. So you are seeing it accurately. The little blip that you've got at the beginning of this period, the beginning of this week, you're just overreacting to it. Okay? So open your eyes and don't overreact to the blip that's in front of you. I hope this makes sense to you, Pisces. You have a delicious rest of your week. And thanks again for liking, subscribing, throwing a comment below if this resonates with you, or throw a comment below so I can connect to your energy and we can get rocking and rolling with your spirit guides. All right, take care.